Hey, what's going on, everyone? Evan doesn't realize he's on screen.
Yes, I do. I'm here.
And with no hoodie today.
Yeah, I like your hoodie. Can we see that again?
We'll let the hoodie up.
Oh,
Ooh,
on the back. I bet the
nice.
back's even better.
That.
Oh my
Are you
God,
carrying
beautiful.
Walter and
Look at
oh, you're
that.
carrying Walter and I on your back today.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's
But
just
we've got
suck
water bottle
less. Bro, I'm loving all the merch as I take a sip from my coffee.
Everybody's got some but me. I got to get on that.
well, you're on Evan's back right now. He's carrying it.
You're on Evan's back right now. Yeah, we just need Evan to accept his co-host invite because he's like, oh, there he is. I see his name now. I see all four of us. We're all there. Look at this.
Ruined.
Hey y'all, what's going on?
And he changed his tagline to pure chaos.
Yeah.
Pure fucking
that's beautiful.
chaos.
I like it.
Hey guys, it's Diogenes Club.
Pure.
Epically FUBAR. Today is Operation Epically FUBAR. And
sounds about right.
It's epically FUBAR out there. And so we're gonna have some fucking fun today. I've had a really good morning. I had a intelligent masculinity interview with Pete Dominic that
Great
was
show.
So fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was so fun. He's so funny. And he might be able to be joining us in the chat and possibly on the show if he's able to. But he's going to, I can kind of guarantee that he's going to accept an invite to join us on a show anyway. So Walter, start dancing, brother. So again, hey y'all, it's the Diogenes Club. I'm Nick Paro, not your dad, joined by Dr. Eric Lullove, the medical editor with Blue Amp Media, Walter Rhein, friend of elves, ring bearer, barrel rider, he who walks unseen, and Evan Fields, pure chaos. Because Evan is always chaos.
Definitely a plethora of titling today.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. Everybody's getting spicy.
We are spicy here. Evan, you're muted. You are pure chaos.
Unmute him.
It's on the back.
It's pure chaos.
I see you beeping.
See? Pure chaos.
Yeah.
Pure chaos.
Oh,
I love it. So, Walter, you had an idea for today.
yeah.
I want to introduce it. Maybe.
I feel a migraine coming on.
Oh, we've got a migraine already coming on? Yeah, I bet we do. Walter, we'll go take it away, brother.
Oh, well, did you guys, I don't know if you saw, but actually this was last week when Dana and we had the celebration for Lawrence.
Yeah.
And I wrote this like 3-page. Well, I'm just like, she's like, send some like nice words to Lawrence. And I'm like, it'd be kind of funny. And then I just start laughing to myself. And I'm like, if I just wrote like a series of poems that got more and more ridiculous as like she was reading through. So I put this whole thing in my head. I'm sitting here playing with this joke. Like the first one will make him upset. And then she'll read like more. But eventually you get tired of having people like, you're such a great guy. So I started writing these poems where like Lawrence was Poseidon and then Lawrence was like having a barbecue at Mount Olympus. And I was just like, but then Dana read the first one and Lawrence cried. And then she's like, I got so many, I couldn't read the rest. So I was like, oh, well, I had to read them on my other show the other day. But I just thought it'd be fun if we started writing goofy poems for each other and read them.
Before you get started, how amazing is that, guys? Like I've literally gone through my entire life with only knowing maybe like 2 other people that had the same birthday.
Yeah, that was weird. And I got to write you a poem now.
So everybody knows like Monday was my birthday, but it was also Lawrence Winterman's from Gen XE and Blue Ant Media, as well as our friend Shane Urak's birthday. So that was, and to have it all on Substack.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
And to have the group of people all connected through Substack was just crazy.
So it looks
like
Walter,
I just had to throw that one out there because you talked about
that was perfect.
Because you talked about Lawrence, so that's why.
Yeah.
So Pete, welcome everybody.
Pete.
We have Pete Dominic with us. He's not
Gents,
visible.
I'm
got him.
I'm half naked, so I kept my camera off, but it's great to be here.
Oh, come on.
Man. Naked is okay.
Joe,
is it the which half?
This is the Diogenes.
Is it the
Club.
bottom half for the top or is it side to side?
guys, we've got comedian
like
Pete
Star Wars.
Dominic with us. This is fucking awesome. That reminded me sort of like Spaceballs, more like Spaceballs than Star Wars. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome.
When is this happening? Now. What you're watching is happening now. When
live.
did that happen? Then.
When did that happen? Then now.
We should do
Now.
a bathtub
It happened
episode.
now.
Actually,
we should.
Somebody probably get electrocuted. Let's not do that.
Probably.
It would go from being funny to being tragic. We don't need that.
So
Watch Walter
Pete-
try to electrocute himself without dying.
That's all we need is
Throw
death by toaster for the four of us.
Next
my
on the
God.
Substack files.
Next on the Substack files.
Yeah.
So Pete, we lose it here. Welcome. You're in a great place to join us.
Well,
we're
I
actually
don't- I tend not to be as good a guest as I am a host, and it made me, and I don't know what you guys generally do here, but that just made me want to have us all admit the dumbest thing we did while showing off. I'll start.
Oh.
Jumped off a speedboat going 35 miles an hour just to impress the girls, but did not understand the laws of physics.
Yeah.
I didn't skip across the water like when you wipe out. I went into the water and my head almost snapped off. Who's up?
Ooh. Yeah. Wait a minute. What happened? He started eating some chips to demonstrate what happened. Yeah.
No, that's mine. You guys have to do yours now.
Oh, but that story didn't end. I mean, did they fish you out? Were you dead?
My head almost
Were
came
you
off my
dead, but
body.
Did you die?
Yeah.
I did.
Wait, are we talking to a real Pete or ghost Pete?
Yeah. Bot Pete.
Bot
That's why
Pete.
my camera's off, because I'm at the beyond.
He's just a head in a jar now. Yeah.
All right, Eric, you. I'm gonna name drop you here next.
I'm gonna waive my right, being it's my birthday week.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I'll have to think of one. That might be a moment.
I can think of stupid shit I did when I was working, but never to really just show off, because I'll come up with something. Let me just.
Wow,
have to
I
go
feel
back.
I've never felt so alone in a group of men.
I got
got
one.
one. I once set the cruise control in my car and then just jumped out of the driver's seat, trusting the person in the passenger seat would grab the wheel. That was when I was like 16. That was bad. I felt pretty bad about that because they grabbed the wheel, fortunately, and then climbed into the seat. I'm just like, here's some pure chaos, everybody.
Actually, I do have one. So when I was working as a firefighter in Michigan, before I went to med school, we thought it'd be kind of cool to ride on the back of the fire engine. Realizing that we had no state, like we were just doing it to screw around with a bunch of like whatever. I was in my early 20s, and we were like, really bad idea, because lo and behold, didn't know that the guy driving the engine like gunned it around the corner in a twin turbo Detroit diesel engine, and me and my buddy went flying off the back of the rig.
Oh, yeah.
Now we weren't going super fast, but thank God I was wearing my helmet.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Your helmet, like, just did you always wear, or?
Well, we were
Bike
wearing
helmet?
in full gear, but like it was kind of, we were doing like a throwback to the old days in the
okay.
20s and 30s when the guys were on the back of the fire engine.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there's a reason why OSHA says you have to have a seatbelt now.
Oh man.
You're the
Weirdly,
problem.
it wasn't a fireman's helmet. For some reason, he was wearing a lacrosse helmet that day.
Would have been my hockey
That's what I
helmet
was.
otherwise.
That's what I was going with. It's like, what kind of? There's a lot of cool helmets. We should do a helmet episode. We all got to go get a helmet. And
Oh,
I
got
mean,
one
I've
for-
got a
hang on.
motorcycle helmet in my closet.
I don't
can
own. I
bring
don't
out.
currently own. Oh, I've got a welding helmet. I guess.
hang
I
on,
can wear
Walter.
that.
I got one for you.
There we go. Helmet episode. Yeah.
I think- Well, Eric's doing that.
I got to
think-
be excited about the helmet episode. Okay, good.
Oh, great helmet.
Michigan. Yeah.
Michigan.
Safety first. We always say safety first. Yeah.
How about actually having a prop ready for the show and not even realizing you're going to need it?
There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit. I got to
He's
get a
coming
helmet.
in. Man, now I have to go run to my closet and go get a helmet.
I wonder where it
See,
is.
this is what you get on the Diogenes Club.
I can't put on
is-
my headphones over my helmet. Yeah.
I'm gonna before I go run and do my get mine is I think the dumbest thing I've ever done to.
Nice. There we go.
Oh, that's
is,
a plush helmet. You look like a mushroom.
is that your dog's bed?
Now it's a cat bed.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a cat bed.
Safety first.
I didn't have
You
a
look like
helmet.
Toad.
Yeah. I'm just
Now
thinking
I
of
just
people
need
scrolling
Mario
by
and
the
Peach.
live.
Boop, 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 boop.
Are you allowed to use illicit substances on live streams? I was thinking
Yeah.
about. I'm
Somebody
sitting
can
there
verify.
racking my brain
Nobody
trying
can
to come up with
verify. It
something I've
depends
done
on-
to like try and impress somebody, but I need weed to think of something.
Just say
I'm
it's
not
oregano.
saying no, and it won't hurt my feelings. Like,
I'm trying to
Right?
think.
I
don't
think
know.
the dumbest thing I did. Ooh, I don't.
Oh, we're not wearing helmets anymore.
Oh no.
No, I'm gonna go get my helmet here in a
You
minute.
can do whatever
I
you
just
like.
have to go find
Boring,
mine.
man.
You can wear a
You gotta
helmet
have
if you
No,
want.
back there,
no,
Nick. You
we're
gotta have
going
like
back
a
to hoodie,
Stormtrooper
Evan.
helmet or a Mandalorian helmet or something.
Yeah.
I have a motorcycle helmet. Like I got a badass motorcycle helmet that I used to ride a motorcycle, and I think the dumbest thing I ever did probably was on that bike and wore one of them, and I passed a group of folks. We were in a bike rally, and I passed a group of folks right near a blind corner, and I was right on the center line, so I was able to jump back in, but a car came around, and I scared the shit out of folks around me, and I scared the shit out of myself, and I've never done something that dumb.
You had to go and
on a bike.
apologize to the whole group after that.
Oh my god, I apologize to some, but
Yeah.
not. And I'm like, I regret that one, but it was also a great one to learn. Like, this is how you don't do dumb shit. Like, this is some dumb shit you don't do, because then you die.
Yeah.
And then like a couple months later, I watched my brother-in-law get into a really bad motorcycle wreck 2 weeks before his wedding, and like break his arm and his like real, like he was lucky because his bike went through a barbed wire fence, but he had a full-size Indian like chieftain motorcycle, like big bike, and he was lucky because it went before him, and so he was able to attend his wedding, but the pictures were not up to what his wife would have wanted, and my sister-in-law still holds that over him, and reminds him of the fact that he fucked himself up 2 weeks before their wedding, and ruined all the pictures. So men, don't do that. Don't do that.
Bad.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I
Like
gotta go get my
sideways.
helmet.
Oh.
Walter, Evan,
Yeah.
Evan is turtling over there. I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure what's going on.
What's your embarrassing story, Evan? Oh yeah, he's. Oh my gosh.
Evan's booming.
What is that? Who are you? It's like the Winds of. Oh, he finally got his shirt on. Takes
It's
him a
actually
while.
nice to finally meet you, by the way. I'm really glad you decided to jump on with us today so you could see Evan getting high.
I didn't want to give
Evan,
us
great
some
way to
sort-
make a first impression today, by the way.
I thought we were. I had smoked before. I just didn't know. I thought we were supposed to be stoned.
That's
No.
okay. There's no rules.
I
There's
didn't-
no
I'm
problem.
still actually physically seeing patients today, so I can't physically be stoned right now. Drunk, yes. Stunned, no.
What is your what kind? I'm sorry. What kind of physician are you?
I do. I'm a foot and ankle surgeon, surgical podiatrist.
Oh, wow. That.
Oh my
Sorry
god.
there.
This is
Nah,
such a
Lord
show
Helmet.
of grown
It's Lord
men.
Helmet.
Just one dude getting high under his sweatshirt. We have a fucking physician.
Who
We have a guy in a motorcycle helmet.
Ah! And I'm getting attacked by an
Oh,
eagle
shit,
over
it's-
here.
I
coming
see your
out.
Schwartz is as big as mine.
Luke, I am your father.
How do you? No, Nick, you're supposed to pop that up and go. How do you breathe in this thing?
How do you breathe in that damn thing?
Yeah.
Should get Nick to hotbox that thing.
That's got. We got to bring that back. To
I
Halloween
was
costume. We gotta do a
I
Lord
thought
Helmet,
about it.
Lord Helmet Spaceballs Halloween.
You should have to break through like some drywall every time for this show with the helmet. That should be your entry.
Yeah, but the helmet is like $600 motorcycle helmet.
Yeah. So it should be able to hold up fine.
Oh
Just
no,
like
no,
frivolous
no, no, no,
things.
no! When you fall once, you have to get a new helmet. When you fall
kind of
on
bike
it,
do you
if
have,
it
Nick?
hits, you have to get a new one.
Ah, God. Back when I
But
was
it
growing
does
up,
have
you
this
bought
cool
something, you
vent
bought
in
one
the front
thing.
that makes it look like a Power Ranger. So, like, I got it because it's sort of like a Power Ranger helmet, and if you don't
Yeah.
notice,
Ooh. Yeah.
my Power Ranger shirt on.
So,
You should shoot a Power Ranger video with that on.
so
hey, what's up, Bruce?
Terralex just put in the chat that love our masculine men, and I don't know if our topic right now is actually qualifying that statement. But
We're palling around. We're getting rid of all the shaking
my
off
glasses?
the dystopian reality.
What was the question? The dumbest thing you've ever done to try and
Yeah.
impress a girl?
Yeah.
Or someone.
I think that fits the theme perfectly because it felt weird that I had 20 stories. I don't know you guys, and I came in. I was like, "Oh, this will be great because everybody's probably done this, right?" And then you guys all stared at me like I was Al Qaeda.
Well, no, it just took a second. It was like our lives were going by our eyes, you know, and there was actually a lot. It's like ones that I've got to delete. It was like that scene in Terminator. It's like, nope. There, that one. Then we said it.
I was always
you
like-
missed it.
I'm the older one in the group. It takes me longer to go through those memories. I have a longer file block to go through.
I never
And
really
Evan,
had,
we don't ask hard questions to all the
I was
time.
like small town dumb shit, like trying to impress friends and stuff more than like trying to impress girls. So it was like
Same.
stupid ideas, going around shooting houses with paintballs and stuff like that. And I remember one time we were doing it. It was like right after 8 Mile came out, and remember they had the scene with the paintball gun and everything, and we got that bright idea, and we went out doing it around our small town. And I remember we like shot up the Starbucks or whatever, and then we went over towards like the east side of town, and there was this like, it was like this cholo dude on one of those lowrider bikes, and I had the paintball gun, and like I shot him in the back of the head. Hey, motherfucker! And he's like hauling ass down the street on a lowrider bike, chasing after us and everything. It was like dumb shit like that.
Oh, can't do
Wow,
that.
that was a whole different.
Spin. Yeah.
I mean, that went like I just did dumb stuff in front of my guy friends, like we shot up a Starbucks and then a guy. What kind of weird gang initiation?
It was just a bunch of 16-year-olds on the baseball team. It was just dumb shit.
We got the 16-year-olds on the lacrosse team my senior year. We decided to kill time between practice and when school ended. We did way worse than that. We played mailbox baseball.
Oh,
And we knocked off like 10 mailboxes, broad daylight, arrested immediately.
Oh, well, that's good. At least you got arrested.
Yeah. Yep. And
That'll
we had to
hurt
go.
ya.
We had to go do community service and of course repair all of those mailboxes, but they only pinched us for 5 of them.
Got away
Somebody
with it.
else must have got those other 6.
That's actually just a twist because most of the time there's no accountability for that kind of thing. So that's actually
Yeah, I know.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
Pete, the question they ask at that point is, which one of you won the long drive contest?
It was only 2 guys that were actually. I literally tried to say this in my own defense. I was like, I was only an accessory. I was in the truck. I wasn't actually swinging the bat. I was saying,
you lawyered up. Yeah.
"Hey guys, we should stop doing this." Yeah, it was my dad's lowest moment because a state trooper came into my house in Syracuse, New York, and had to read me my rights in my kitchen. And my dad said, "Don't you dare say a word when she's done reading you your rights." We knew she was coming, and I couldn't resist because I was such a wise ass, smart aleck little kid. She goes, "Do you have anything to say?" And I go, "Would you like a Werther's original? We have a candy drawer." And
I swear I was just watching.
and my father, Darth Vader, looked through. I felt his eyes go through my sternum.
Oh, you're a smartass. No wonder you turned into a comedian.
Yes. Too much.
You
It's
grew
either
up
a
in
comedian or a
Syracuse?
lawyer. Like that's what
Yeah.
you become as a smartass.
Yeah. They
Or a
overlap.
comedic attorney.
Some of them are pretty comedic. So Pete, also you walked in right before we were getting ready to introduce some poetry. You have no preparation for this. But we were going to do some poetry today for each other that we've all that some of us have written. I hope everyone has written a small piece of poetry at least. And they're going to range on whatever the hell we wrote, because we did not give ourselves really a theme to go off of.
No,
Which was probably the dumb choice to do on our part. Which was
Perfect.
not-
It's live and learn. We accept
Yeah.
accountability here. That's it. All the things we've done
However,
wrong.
I'm going to start, if that's
Awesome.
okay with y'all. My poem is entitled After Today's Episode. And let me bring it to a window where I don't look like I'm staring off into space. Okay. And for anyone, this poem will actually be out here after the show, about 15 minutes after the show. So 1:45 Eastern time will be when this comes out on Sick of This Shit Publications. It's called Operation Epically FUBAR. And before this poem, I will preface this does include poetry about violence, and it does have strong language in it.
Awesome.
Just for anyone in the audience, just beware. All right. An epically FUBAR operation, tomahawking a school to free the kids, liberating life in ways war forbids. It's fucked up beyond all recognition. An epic attempt to distract from crimes, pedos, rapists, and destroyers of life, hiding hate behind war, causing world strife. It's fucked up in ways breaking all our minds. An epically FUBAR way for control. Red flags, red hats, red hearts are the true threat. Trample freedoms, take rights, live in their debt. Chaos to power is the final goal. Fucked up way to hide, steal, cheat, and destroy. Fucked up way to try to take all our joy.
wow.
Yeah. That's what we need. I like the energy. We have a nice change of energy there too as we win.
Right.
We kind of settled into that. But yes, that's good. We needed that. I'm looking forward to
Go
sitting
off.
with that one for a minute.
I need that one next week. Yeah, that was
Thanks,
deep.
Evan.
Go off.
That was awesome, man.
The
That
song
was.
of the times.
Thanks.
I
I
was
write
not-
poetry.
I was not excited for poetry at all until
I like
And-
that. That's
until
a
you
fun
read that, and I realized like, since we learned that our American-made missiles killed hundreds of girls, since we learned that all about, like, I know I'm not alone in any way. It's like I have two daughters. If you have kids, if you're a parent, like
Yeah.
I haven't not thought about that every day since it happened. Your poem just kind of captured my rage. And we're the generation who lived through Iraq, so it just adding, like, there's these, and I needed that. Like, I needed to hear somebody like capture my.
Yeah.
So well done.
And what you said,
Thanks.
Pete, is so good because we're often blocked from speaking our emotions like that. Like just saying it's pretty fucked up that our government is just murdering little girls. But if you do it, it's like, hey, let me share this poem with you. And then that's what you read. It's like a way to get over that barrier and just actually like bring it into the, because we've also got that kind of built in. It's like, okay, I'll listen to your poem. Like go to an open mic somewhere and read that. And it's like, that's a way to get it in the context of what's actually going on.
Yeah, that's a great point. So much of our reactions to things happening in the world are done in a traditional commentary, punditry thing. All of us doing that, but to hear it in that way or in a song, yeah, good point.
How many rooms are in your house, Pete? Are there like 30 more?
I'm sorry, guys.
He's on a maze.
He'll be climbing
my-
up in the attic, It's like going through, like crawling in the crawl space.
I'm sorry, guys. Right now, I'm in my guest unit.
You lost? Are you lost? Do we need to send you a map?
Send help. Send help.
First of all, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment because my wife dumped me and I had to move out of the house that I co-owned and helped build. And so it's really very hurtful that you would attack me.
I apologize, Pete. I
and
didn't mean to step on the trauma.
Second of all, I'm
I'm serious. I will apologize for stepping on trauma. So yeah.
No. It's not. I'm joking about that. I do, but it is an issue that we could talk about. But more importantly, I wasn't planning on being here until like 15 minutes. I'm packing for a trip to go see my parents, but I am here and present. And sorry for the distraction of moving through my 2 bedrooms that have.
I thought it was hilarious.
The 2 bedrooms which have hosted so many tears and whiskey.
I like the
love
shelves.
it.
I do that in my house too. Shelves all around the top. My wife made me stop building shelves.
Yeah, well, hopefully I get my security deposit back for those shoes.
See,
Oh, man.
Pete didn't know he was coming on until today. Like I asked him right before the interview
Well-
this morning for Intelligent Masculinity, and he was gracious enough to say
Ah.
yes.
Well, that's why this works, because it's organic.
Yeah, Pete can roll with the punches. That's pretty
Yeah.
clear. So that's good.
Yeah.
Right,
Pete,
so
Pete can probably roll with them better than any of us can.
Yeah.
so I wrote one based on Maha.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Since we are talking about Operation Epically Fucked Up. So here we go. It's called The Unmaking of the Shield. The lab coats fade like morning mist. The microscopes are blurred. 1,000 years of how and why are silenced by a word. The vial that held the polio ghost, the screen that caught the cell, are traded for a sun-drenched field and secrets from a well. The iron lung is rusted shut, a relic of the past, but memory is a shallow bowl when shadows move so fast. We scrub the data from the page, the warnings from the wall, believing that the purest life can never let us fall. They say the soil will save us now, the tincture in the seed, ignoring the Titan strength was built on science's creed. No needles prick, no regulated flow of water clear, just the ancient, quiet hum of unregulated fear. The city gates are swinging wide, the watchmen sent away to seek health that's quote unquote natural in the twilight of the day. But when the fever starts to climb and old ghosts find the door, we find that quote unquote making healthy wasn't what we bartered for.
Damn.
I love it. These I gotta sit with. These are great. There's some good lines in there. I gotta go back and pick them back out. I'll have to write them down as we go through the next
Hey,
time.
would you guys like
I
to
love it.
publish these on
Oh, yeah.
Sick of This Shit publications too? I'll have them published out for. We'll do one each day or something. Evan's like, nah, man, please. Put them out."
There's a
No,
lot of
your
metaphors.
guys'
There's a lot
I
of
was just
metaphors I
trying-
put in that poem, by the way.
All I could think about was
I really
how
like that, dude.
serious and well done Eric's was,
Thank
and
you.
then I was just thinking about how stupid and unprepared I am.
Well, I
Mine's
wanted to
that-
do a dirty
I'm with
limerick
you,
for
Evan.
St. Patty's Day, but I got vetoed.
That was that was also a really great way to capture the anger and anguish and indignity that so many physicians and
Yeah.
scientists feel right now. I mean, talk to any doctor who knows the miracles that have been performed for public health.
Yeah.
You did such a great job. The iron lung line caught me. It's so frustrating. So the fact that it came from you matters, and the fact that you're capturing such an important issue that's getting almost undercovered because of the war.
Yep. There's so many things. It's like
So,
literally
and for
there's
those of
not
you that
one
have
thing
not
working
caught
right
it,
now.
I'm going to shamelessly plug my own shit because I can, because it's part. I'm 1/4 of the
'Cause
show.
we can.
So, Pete, I wrote on Blue Ant Media, was published yesterday. Actually, The True Casualty of War was published on Blue Ant Media, which was actually that public health takes the hit, that our healthcare is actually part of our national defense, and it's the true casualty of war when you start shifting resources and monies and supply chains and supply systems away from the homeland.
So, Eric, I used to have a catchy way of capturing that sentiment on and I still do. I feel strongly about this. I was in Manhattan on 9/11. I knew people who died, and it was horrifying. And it was I lived through a terrorist attack. And yet I always say, if you're more worried about a terrorist attack than a heart attack, you've been duped.
Yeah.
You've been duped.
Yeah. The whole nation has been duped. We were talking about that yesterday with Natasha Kay, and she keeps saying brainwashed, like the words she uses. I'm like, you know, and it's like there's more truth to that than I've been letting myself believe before. Like just the level of things we don't even allow ourselves to think about or talk about, brushing things. And even when we have evidence, I mean, these are even rational people, overwhelming evidence, and there's things that we just have indoctrinated ourselves never to address. That's, I guess, what we're trying to open up here.
If you had asked me 10 years ago, would I ever live in a country where the abandonment of the scientific method in lieu of irrational behavior and irrational cohorts, and that the fact that an influencer could potentially become the Surgeon General of the United States and never having completed a residency program,
Yeah.
or, you know, not be board certified, I would have been like, what country are you
Yeah.
talking?
Go read.
Oh
pick
yeah,
up a-
it's this one right here.
Yeah, our fucking country.
Yeah, right here.
I
We
was
used to
gonna
joke
say,
about it being like a reality TV country, like sort of when the Kardashians started getting solidified and everything, and Trump with The Apprentice and all that. And now it's definitely fucking true because we got just influencers becoming government officials.
Yeah,
now.
that's
It's
I
fucking
think
scary.
that was going to be what I was going to say is, well, we could all finish. If you told me 10 years ago blank happened in a hundred ways, but Pete Hegseth is the Secretary of Defense. Nah,
Yeah.
that's not. But I think that reality shows are one great place to start. I think Rush Limbaugh and right wing talk radio brainwashed, but reality shows made people seem even more as they aren't. And I was on The Apprentice. I was on Trump's NBC The Apprentice. I was on the season finale where I was doing a stand-up comedy show. They needed to do a fundraiser and they hired me to host it. And I had the opportunity, this is 2004, they said during the taping to me and the other comedians, you know, Donald Trump is going to be here soon. Would you guys like us to arrange a meeting? And I looked at the other comedians, and I looked back at them, and I said, does he want to meet us? And they said, not necessarily, but we could make it happen. And I said, in 2004,
yeah,
I said to myself, I said to them, I said, I'm good. I want to focus on what I got to do here. But to myself, I said, no, he's a rapist. We all knew he was a terrible man, but The Apprentice made him seem like a
Yep.
successful businessman, which is how he got put on the map and how he got elected, because people always wanted a businessman to run America. And he was fraudulent about the whole show was fake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to meet him. I was like, no, he's a rapist. Then.
yeah. And then,
22
you know, the
fucking
collapse.
years ago.
Yeah. And the collapse of the fairness doctrine. I mean, this has been this 40-year-old, you know, where they just allowed our media to become a propaganda entity. It's just been that state buying up all the local newspapers. There's no longer independent reporters. There's no pipeline of like independent journalists who are willing to work for 20 grand a year just to track down evil people and wrongdoing. That just is gone. So it's just, yeah, it's been a lot of things.
It's not, but I will push back because you're absolutely right, and I share it. But it's not gone, and there are a lot of really good independent journalists who we should pay. You know, I can think of a few, but Emily Atkins, who covers climate at Heated, is an amazing person to give your money. Jed Legum is a really good. Popular.info is a very good. Both these guys are doing investigative journalism, and there's so many other people that come from traditional, and they're trained by traditional journalists, and they're doing it. So send them your money. But I agree. I mean, the breakdown of it all locally. There's nobody's very few people making money covering the town meeting or city hall.
Yep. And we're again in another era of independent journalism. So that's a wonderful thing to bring up. And people have to know. And people like Arturo Dominguez, who covers all of South America. Yes. All right. I'm going to segue, though. I got my ode to you guys. This is my love letter to the Diogenes Club. So this is not as serious as you guys. Yeah, I was just having fun. So it goes like this. Oh, Diogenes, you make me weak in the knees, you magnificent shining hunks of positive masculinity. You allow my spirit to be free. I'll continue this journey wherever it leads. I'd like to see you prancing about the land, paintbrushes clutched firmly in hand, seeking out a fortification to make a final stand against the boorish and the bland. First, there's Nick Paro, with a heart so big he needs a wheelbarrow. And a voice so smooth, it hits you in the marrow. His perspective is the opposite of narrow. Next, we have Evan Fields, who is so beloved, he never has to purchase a meal. He's confident enough to wear teal. And he's not afraid to tell us how he feels. Then there's the noble Dr. Lullove, who reaches down from up above and sends healing advice on the wings of doves. When he encounters toxic men, he vanquishes them with a shove. And then, as always, Walter's here, dancing and laughing in his chair. He hasn't been drinking any beer. He sustains himself on mischief and cheer. These are the fellows we like to see, engaged in masculine harmony, setting an example peacefully, committed to displacing cruelty. Oh, Diogenes, you make me weak in the knees. You magnificent shining hunks of positive masculinity. You allow my spirit to be free. I'll continue this journey wherever it leads. Yay!
Yeah.
Just a little love. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I love it. Gosh, Walter, you make me smile, bro.
Good.
You make
We
me
need
That
to
was
smile.
have
awesome, Walter.
smiles. You got a mind for those smiles lately. Fuck.
There you go, Evan. Follow that one.
All right, Evan. You waited for last. This is your fault, man.
I didn't wait for last. I just got pushed into
Yeah.
last. I got
Save the
bullied
best.
into this, and all I've got is a fucking limerick.
That's perfect at this point. We're poemed
Actually,
out.
it's probably what we need right now.
I think it is. It's perfect.
All right. There once was a man in a hoodie. Whose life had been slightly unruly. A divorce in the mix and some emotional tricks. And now he's stoned and unusually happy.
Is he related to the man from Nantucket by any chance?
Oh my god, that's great.
Does he have a bucket?
No, just a weed pen.
Oh, I love it. That was perfect.
It's a mini bucket.
See what happens when dudes get together and have a poetry reading? I think that's perfect.
Oh my lord.
I do a lot with joy. We do a lot with joy here.
I'm
We
like,
do a
oh,
lot.
limerick
This is a lot of
Joy.
material for your next stand-up show, by the way.
I
mean,
he
I
got a
just,
whole
like-
Pete glow up during this process. Like he went from just hanging out, bouncing from room to room, and now
Yeah.
he's got a whole fit on. He's got the he had the glasses on. You're looking good, man.
I appreciate that, and that was a great limerick, and I loved it. And I gotta say, when Nick said it's poetry time earlier, I was like, what did I get myself into? And now
Yeah,
I
you're
feel like-
converted.
now
wanna
I
take one?
feel like you guys are my friends, and I want to.
Yeah.
I admire and respect all of what you all did.
Yeah.
You're
And-
welcome back every week if you
Yeah,
It's
want.
come
always
on,
the
just-
goal.
let's not. I think that's a meeting you guys should have without me. But I think I didn't know how many things that rhyme with Paro, and
Yeah.
I'm blown away by all of it. I
About
really.
three. Yeah.
But I didn't think I was going to like poetry time, and I am really reinforcing my theory to not make assumptions,
Oh, that's good.
not be judgmental, and not make assumptions, because that was really magical. It was special. I'm going to publish
you,
those
sir.
poems. I'm going to publish those poems, but I'm going to perform them.
Ooh. Even better. I love it. I love it.
Love it.
I hope
I
I hope
love
the
it.
Pete experience ends in a car chase though. He like started out in bed, he put on his clothes. Now it's like he's going through a movie. Like he'll be
Do you have a
driving
pocket
and he'll be
protector?
shooting
I
out the
feel like
window.
we're
It'll be
living
like a
through, like,
Fast and the Furious
This
movie.
really should be like an NCIS episode with Pete Dominic.
It's just like
I was thinking
side
like
plot.
young Superman, like
Yeah.
a young Superman episode where he's just wandering around. He's got his pocket protector in, 15 different fountain pens, like pulling out, and he takes his glasses off and he's like, "Hey, I'm Pete."
It usually ends with me saying, I've got a special set of skills.
Yeah, perfect.
And those skills are washing dishes, because in my divorce apartment, I don't have a dishwasher.
He's got a garden
But you've got a
hose
stove.
spraying him down.
But you've got a stove, so you've got half the battle. You
Yeah.
can make the food, just not clean up after the food. without
Paper
your hands
plates,
dirty.
my friend. Paper
Well,
plates.
it's one
But
thing if
those
you don't
are
have a
environmentally
dishwasher. but Tell
unfriendly.
me there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
garbage
Forget
disposal.
about the paper plates. Oh, we lost him. He got grabbed.
He got sucked into the.
He's like
Into the
fighting
non-existent
ninjas and
Just
shit.
dishwasher.
paper
Yeah.
towels.
No, there's no garbage disposal. There's no
Oh.
dishwasher. There is
Oh,
there
you're
is a
roughing it
young
over there.
there is a young boy here who does quite a bit of work. Seth,
Does he want to be on TV? How young is he? Yeah, hold on.
well, he's
How many
imaginary,
legs
but
does he
he's
have?
imaginary, but stay with the bit.
All right, we got him. Imaginary Seth.
I've learned so much about humility moving out of the house I own, referencing that again. But there's a whole trend or channel of men who had to leave their houses sitting in an empty room on like one chair or an exercise ball. Like I follow the shit out of those
Yeah.
because it's a starting place. I have in my fridge and my freezer, I have an empty plastic cup with just a little bit of high C orange soda from McDonald's the night I moved in here. And it was like, I keep it in there as a reminder that I am moving back into my house. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
I think we've got two that can, or we've got Evan who can, I guess, commemorate or.
Yeah, dude, this is my first.
Oh,
is this my first episode in the
yeah.
house? No, this is my first episode back in the house.
Oh, you're back in the house now.
You're back in the house. Sweet.
Yeah, dude. Look, see, my stuff's back on the wall and everything. The bookshelf's not. Wait.
So
the bookshelf's not filled in.
Oh, you'll get there. You'll get.
You
there.
should walk
So
through your house
we
too.
Actually,
Wait,
started this.
Pete's got
series.
racks he can sell you.
I didn't have a divorce apartment. I was too broke. I was in my parents' fucking basement.
Oh.
Well, we started this series because Evan was having a really rough time.
Yeah.
Back in December, and with an ongoing divorce, and we wanted to just be there for him and just be friends. And we're like, you know what? We all do this all. Like we all talk live anyways. We may as well just continue talking live and work each other through it. And it turned into this fun experience. And so we've seen Evan go from house to basement to car to inside his hoodie to turtling and looking a lot like Stephen Miller when he's walking out of his house,
now,
just
that's me,
emerging from his shell. Just, man, I'm Stephen.
You're welcome for the trauma.
He can't be bothered to flex the muscles in his face. Stephen Miller. It's just sort of like,
well,
he's like
when
so
you're
lazy,
when
like
you
everything's
are
slack.
smegma, it is hard to flex the muscles.
He's like so lazy.
I want to know
He's the
how.
smegomaniac
Here's the
and
question
we're
I
working
hate
on t-shirts.
But ultimately, this is the question I have now. Okay. To what extent do we continue to allow Smegma and Blondie to continue to live on military bases?
Oh, yeah.
She just moved because she was people found out where she was living and it wasn't safe, because when you're that hated, you make yourself that hated. But they do have to live on those bases because they probably have that many threats, because this entire country hates them and thinks they're terrible, doing terrible things.
Yeah. As they're eating king crab on the taxpayer dollar, just crack,
$1 million steaks,
throwing half of it away.
You know, I
awful.
use Steinway. I think I'll just, pillage the government funds for a new Steinway piano for a rear admiral.
Yeah. Well, they're like bankrupting the country for the next 200 years to fund themselves.
And it's fucked up. It's such a waste of money. And all, like, people were asking, how could they spend $96 million on ribeyes or whatever? I'm like, that just means that every DFAC in the military, like those soldiers were eating steak and lobster for like 2 days straight, which is a giant fucking waste of money because they were just wasting the other food that they already had allocated and everything. But the point is that, do the soldiers need to eat better? Yes, but do they need to eat steak and lobster just to waste fucking money because it's use or lose? No, you need to. That's the part of having competent people in charge, is having people that have the foresight to allocate that budget into things that are necessary to make soldiers' lives better. Not be like, here's steak and lobster for 2 fucking days, and
I don't know.
It's $96 million in ribeyes.
I have a little different point of view that doesn't sound like you'll agree with, but I think that if you're one of the architects who's going to bring about the rapture, I think you should get steak and lobster before you launch the holy war.
Oh, like the last meal. Yeah.
Exactly what this is.
True.
It's shellfish and meat. It's not kosher.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, they broke all the laws.
They broke all the kosher laws. They broke the laws of kosher too, and had the top of the constitutional laws. So there you go.
That's why they always give
is a
you
monopoly.
the steak and lobster before you blow up the little girls' school and everything. So
don't forget, we tomahawked a school. to free the kids.
So I was having this discussion with one of my patients who came in who really believed that it was not our missile, and I'm like, okay, there's only 4 countries that use the Tomahawk. Okay, the other 3 aren't bombing anybody. So
how does that come up in your doctor's office? Seriously, like where does that?
Well,
he
my
comes in.
patients, my patients
You hear about that girls' school?
I have a few patients of mine that are fairly robust maggots, and
Yeah.
they like trying to discuss facts and figures with a science guy.
Yeah.
You are informed after all.
You'd probably
doesn't usually
insult them,
end
but
well.
they'd have to learn how to read first. Like,
Yes. So as soon as I said that to him, he goes, "What do you mean that nobody else says that?" I go, "Well, Britain, Japan, and the Australians are the ones that have our Tomahawks, and they're not bombing anybody."
Yeah.
I said, "Google check me right now. Just go ahead and Google check it."
Yeah. Huh.
The other thing, there's just, it's such a dumb thing to believe. They don't have any missiles, but if they got themselves on a Tomahawk missile, they don't have the launcher. Like it's not like a toy it's not like
Right.
a plug that you can just find an
No, the
adapter.
launcher
You
is
got to
dumb.
have the Tomahawk launcher. Everybody knows that was our missile. You know what else? They found parts of the missile that said "Made in America." That always happens. And guess what else? They don't forget, because while they have the watches, they have the time. We have the watches. Like, we're constantly looking at what's going to happen today. Those people are going to remember that we did this for the rest of time, and they're going to have the missile fragments to remind them. You think they're not going to take those Made in USA missile fragments and post them everywhere, and those dead bodies? Like, this is so bad that we did this, as if things weren't already bad enough. You didn't think? We just start. I mean, it's crazy. And now let's go to a soft interlude.
Yeah, musical.
and
Look
then-
at
Wild
my-
when Death to America goes
Plants.
from like a slogan to a way of life. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you murder people's kids. I
Well, we
mean,
just
that
created
kind
a
of
whole other
turns people
generation.
against you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just
like,
literally
not only
created a
that,
whole
they-
new generation and a half of this.
They didn't just murder the girls' school kids. They murdered the Ayatollah, his son. They murdered the new Ayatollah's wife and his baby fucking daughter, like his baby daughter.
Yeah,
And
we're
you're
not
gonna
the
think that
good
this
guys.
is the guy that's going to be like, yeah, let's do a ceasefire. No, this dude's going to come after us forever.
Yeah.
And you know how they're coming after us. Like, this is one of those things where we weren't sure what was going to happen with the trade war and how that was going to affect the economy, or how AI might affect our economy or our jobs, or how climate is going to affect our lives, our kids' lives. Like, those are longer term things, and people's best guesses are probably somewhere right or not. But like, we're going to know in 2 to 3 to 4 weeks how much this is going to change our life. And I think it's going to change our life like in a pandemic way. I'm never known for hyperbole. I'm not this guy, but the price of they're going to enact pressure. They have already said this to destroy the kind of world economy. And there's nothing, we don't have any choices. This isn't like a taco. Like, Trump could be like, well, it's over. We won. It's fine. We won. This is, we're going to 2-3 weeks. This is going to be crazy, potentially.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Strait of Hormuz. It's where the majority of the oil
Well, they
comes
already said this morning they're shutting it down permanently.
Well,
Yeah.
And when our government decides to produce its own terror attack inside the U.S. And do a false flag event, because I'm more worried about a false flag event than I actually am of
And
an Iranian sleeper cell.
Our DNI, where's our DNI during all this?
Yeah, and where's our DNI, who's been called the little sister of Russia, or Russia's girlfriend? Like, we have a
Mango
Russian
Mussolini said-
asset.
Trump said that he was like, oh, there's Iranian sleeper cells within America. And it's like, well, then why the fuck aren't you doing anything about it if you know about it?
And it's going to be interesting, because the first place that they said there was a threat of a sleeper cell was in California. It's going to be
talking about
only
the
blue
drones
states. It's only going to be blue states they are going to be like, oh,
well, even if that's not the case, even if they don't, I don't necessarily agree or think that they'll necessarily do that. But obviously, very possible that they do. But I think that it's also potentially an actual terrorist attack from an Iranian sleeper cell or some sympathizer, like last week, where they call him a lone wolf. Wasn't a lone wolf, was activated by our starting a war in Iran, and he shot up a bunch of people in Austin, Texas, while wearing a some Islam shirt. The other day there was two guys at allegiance to ISIS that made some rudimentary bomb. Like there's going to be bigger quote lone wolves, or even a more organized attack, a shooting, whatever. And that's the kind of thing that could unify Americans in support of the president, so that he can be like, we got attacked and now we got to shut down the elections. So it could be a real attack, and then the reaction to it from stupid Americans were like, thanks for saving us, forgetting that he set the fire is what I'm worried about.
Plus, Peter Thiel building all the drone infrastructure within the U.S. so that they can just surveil and easily monitor citizens and repress citizen dissent, because they want to do what the Iranians do. They want to.
Roe v. Wade was the protection of privacy. They stripped that so they could have the surveillance state. It was never even about reproductive health care. The other thing, though, too, I talked to Bob Dana, the nuclear scientist, and he's just like, Iran does not have nuclear weapons. And this is the guy, like top 3 guy in nuclear weapons in the United States. He's like, they don't have it. They've been saying that for 50 years. They don't have it. He's like, they had the enrichment centers for their nuclear energy, but they did not have. He was going through the whole process of how you.
But they do have, and I'm sure he mentioned this. They do have like a few hundred pounds of enriched uranium that you can use to make a dirty bomb. They do have that. And
his understanding. This was the nuclear scientist. He's like, there is no nuclear weapons threat from Iran. Zero.
There's not a nuclear weapons threat, but there's, in my understanding, again, I could be wrong. I hope he's right and I'm wrong. They have enriched uranium, a certain amount of it. And the issue is that we didn't secure that first, know where it is and go get it. They're talking about sending special forces into some labyrinth of tunnels under a mountain to get whatever they have, because what they can do is make a suitcase bomb and kill a lot of people at that.
That's all bullshit. I'll have to get Bob Dan on here. He's a nuclear expert. He worked for the government. He just retired. He gets on. He just gets flaming mad about this. He's like, because there's so much misinformation. You'll notice the mainstream media never talks to actual experts. It's like,
well, I talk to experts. I'll put up whatever experts. He may be right. I'll look into him, but I always vet all this stuff with several people because I can't get it wrong on air. But I'll absolutely. I absolutely hope he's right.
Well, you've got a different approach. I'll ask him your specific question and get back to you on a response. But yeah, he was just adamant because it's always just what they say. They're going to hit us with a nuclear attack. And he's like, they just don't have that capacity because he's been, on the ground. He was telling, I was asking him questions about the enrichment procedure and everything that was classified. He was just like, I don't remember. He would say that, but he's like, you don't have to worry. They're not going to hit us with nuclear weapons.
And don't forget there was a shooting at Old Dominion this morning.
Was there? Oh,
yeah.
Well, guys, we're causing our own fucking problems. Again, we are creating terrorists for every civilian that is killed. We create 2 new. Evan, I can't hear you, dude. I think you're muted again.
Oh, how does it get muted?
I said, remember the Epstein files?
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, remember how we have pedos and rapists and destroyers of life in office who are just creating chaos so that they don't go to prison for the rest of their lives because they rape and kill and torture and hurt children.
Yeah, there's
that. But we're at war, so yay, everything prices go up.
But what do you guys think about putting protein in everything? That's more important.
Yeah,
he's outside now. I love it. The motion just continues. The story of beat continues.
This is like an NCIS episode. He's gonna walk over. There's gonna be a body laying on the ground in a yellow tarp cover.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be stuffing a body in the back of his car.
We'll have to cut him off. We'll have to cut him off air.
He's hanging out the window, yelling out poetry, shooting at the cops.
Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, woo woo.
He does have a bin in his trunk. He's getting ready.
Those are like the Lowe's divorce boxes. Those are the exact same ones I used to transport all my shit yesterday.
Is that the sections it's in? The divorce
That is hilarious. I got these divorce boxes at the divorce store. It's filled with exercise balls, things for one person to sit on.
Oh man, he's got them too. Yeah, there they are.
Oh, the exact same box too, lid and all. The divorce store.
The official Home Depot
Lowe's or Home Depot, depending on which one.
We might get our first sponsorship.
I'd rather be sponsored by Lowe's than Home Depot because Home Depot, the guy's an asshole. but like Ace Hardware, hey, you guys sell them too. Pete, you're
Pete, you're
muted on
muted.
us.
Oh no, you're muted.
No, he's muted.
I love how you're like, I'd rather go to Home Depot than Lowe's because the Home Depot guy's an asshole. Have you met the Lowe's people?
Well, yeah.
That's the The
Go to
Rock.
Costco.
I live near Walmart headquarters, so it's like I don't have much choice. It's all we live in a corporate town as is, so
Yeah, it's
everything's
very
either-
hard. It's very hard
Yeah.
to be true to your principles and not patronize all kinds of stores with their low prices. By the way, I hope nobody hears this, but I go to Target for my berries.
Berries, huh?
Berries. We don't even have a good enough
just
Target
berries,
nearby us for that to be
There
worth
goes
it.
our black
We
audience.
travel 2 hours just to get to Costco. Just so that I don't have to go to Sam's Club or Walmart.
Is
You have
that
to drive
specific?
2
Nick, I was
hours to
going to
go to
ask you that. Was that
Costco?
specific? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Evan.
No, I was just that's crazy that you have to drive 2 hours to go to Costco. That's fucking nuts, man.
Is that by design?
to
Nick?
be
Is it
fair-
deliberately- is there like a city? Is there like a county ordinance with that Walmart forced the county to sign that they can't have a Costco within 2 hours of Bentonville?
Actually, no, we had a Costco planned for Lowell, Arkansas, which is just south, like literally attached to Bentonville in many ways. And Walmart pushed it out. Like they made it so that it was so hard for Costco to start the process to get in that they just, for now, Costco still owns the land. They just aren't doing anything with it because
The problem with
so
with Costco is they don't have a divorce aisle. When you go into Costco, you're like, is there anything for just one lonely guy? I don't need a case of tomato sauce.
I didn't
Just
go
suck less.
once during the whole time.
Well, I mean, Costco is pretty good if you like giant, massive cases of ramen noodles.
Right.
You never want to have
You
to
need
buy.
47 pounds of all-purpose flour.
If you're a single dude and you just want to buy half a cow for or half a pig for like $100, you're in luck. Like,
Yeah.
get all the fucking bacon you
Just
want.
have the
Like,
cow roast all the time. Just
it's
have it
the-
constantly on spinning.
It's the
cut some
best
off of there.
store for single dudes because
15
ain't nobody
pounds of
going to tell
ground
you
beef
no
and a
on what you're going
20-pound
to buy.
bag of rice.
Because everybody needs 285 pigs in a
Oh,
blanket.
we lost him. Okay, there it is.
Yes, you do. You need 285 pigs in a blanket per
Right.
box.
People do shame you, though. They know. I'm telling you, you go through. They're like, "Why are you buying so much? Look at you. We know you live alone." even the sample. I felt judged by the sample lady.
Well, when you go
She's
to
like-
family to bring with you.
they start getting mad.
She's like, "Why are
know?
you back for the 5th time?" Don't
She's
you
like, "Did
have-
you?
Don't you know
she's
how to
like-
cook?"
Did you get kicked out?" I'm like, "How did you know?" She's like, "Because you've been talking to me for 2 hours."
Well, this is how you know you're living in a this is how like so Pete, I live in South Florida, so like this is like God's waiting room down here. So when you go to Costco down here, it's the $1.50 hot dog and soda for lunch. I mean, these are where the fixed incomes go. Like this is where is everybody at lunchtime? Over at Costco. Because
Yeah,
they
but
get
they
their
walk in the
$1.50 hot
middle of the
dog and they get their
fucking
$1.85
aisles.
sundae.
They walk so slow. It's like retirement home every day at Costco down there, huh? Just a bunch of geriatric old hot dog eaters.
I mean, you
Oh,
understand, like
man.
it's what? How much is an individual membership now? Like 60?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
the
pay for
cheap
mine.
one.
Ours pays for itself because we
Right.
get the
I have the
one
executive
that
too.
gives us
So
enough
like
bonus. Yeah.
the stand, like you have to buy like 60 days of hot dogs to make it.
He's in the car.
Worth it.
Awesome. Here comes the car chase. Yeah, sorry.
Well, this is almost perfect timing because we're right at the top of the hour of our show.
Pete, put on the little
Um,
blue light siren that you got in the car.
Yeah.
Whoop,
You
whoop.
should set the
It's on the
camera and
police.
then you should set the camera down, Pete, and then just walk away from it. Like that's Pete leaving the show, like just walking off into the horizon.
Right.
By the way, about to drive out of here, but just one more Costco thing is I'm new there and I do find it intimidating and I do need help. But one of the things I just learned, because it opens at 10 a.m. So I said I'll get there right at the beginning and it won't be a madhouse. So I got there and the entire parking lot was filled and I walked inside and I was like, how did all these people beat me? I got here at 9:55. And lady goes, their executive members.
Oh shit! There's an executive everything. Oh yeah.
I'm always watching
The
you,
way of
Mike
the world.
Wazowski. Always watching.
And I just felt it,
Asshole.
like I felt personally. I know this was wrong. I felt personally attacked, and I felt like she was like I felt like she was minimizing me. So I just screamed like an idiot. I go, "They're not better than me!"
Yeah, that's fair. I did that when I walked my first class in the airplane. I just am dumping shit on those people. That's why we don't have
Anyway,
drinks
I go to-
anymore.
Oh, that was
I
you
go to-
last flight I took.
Yeah,
Walter.
that was
I
me,
wanted to
yeah.
make sure that was you.
I go to BJ's now.
Okay, Pete, tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Every day I host a podcast and it's got a whole news segment and I talk to a really smart expert every day. But more importantly now than that, I've like built this cool community and every Thursday night we get like 50, 70 people from all over the country hanging out, kind of
Nice.
like this.
Yeah.
And so it's patreon.com/Pete Dominic. Come by and hang out one night and support the show. That's it. Those are my plugs, guys. Thank you very much for having me. It's a lot of fun.
It was.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks
Pete.
for joining
Man.
us last minute, Pete. This has been
Thanks
freaking
for
awesome.
thanks for hanging with the Diogenes.
I don't like to podcast and drive, so I'm going to jump out. But guys, really,
Yeah, absolutely.
this was
Thank you,
special
Pete.
and
Pleasure meeting you,
special
bro.
and unique, and great to connect with you guys. And if you don't live in Florida, I definitely hope to see you at some point.
Pete,
Later,
thanks.
guys.
We'll
Take
see you
care, man.
again.
Awesome.
While we
That
have
was
Pete
fun.
drop off there, guys, this was so much fucking fun. What a great day.
Oh,
Executive
I needed this, guys. I needed this today.
Executive.
I needed
I
this
needed
hour.
this. Yeah.
Good.
Dude, I'm so glad we got to do this today. I'm so glad we got to have an accidental guest. I will tag Pete in the post show so that he's named on everything. I hope
From
everybody.
the bedroom to the car. I just think that's hilarious.
that
We
was
never stopped
hysterical.
moving. It was like
I
just this
loved
morning.
it. Just the back and forth. We had oh man. Guys, if this is your first time here with the Diogenes Club, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. That was Pete Dominic. He came in unexpectedly. I had an interview with him this morning and I invited him on and he joined us for the morning. So please go support Pete and stick with us as we roll out the final piece. Here is let's start with Eric. Go from the bottom to the top.
Hey, everybody. So, thanks for joining us today. Again, it was great having Pete on. As Walter's doing some friend of elf thing above my head.
I'm a puppet man.
He's marionetting you.
Anyway, you guys can find me on Substack, drlullove.substack.com. I have no paywall. My stuff is free. I will be posting. Apparently, Nick's going to post the poetry. I'll send you Nick. I'll send the copy over.
Okay.
So you can post it. I will post it to my Substack. You guys can find my work on my Substack as well as Blue Ant Media. And thanks for hanging out today, everybody.
Thanks, Eric. Yeah. And go support Blue Ant Media too. They're friends. They do a lot of really good stuff.
I have to do the PSA. So next week, everybody, sorry, shameless plug. You'll hear it from Cliff and everybody else on. But from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. next Wednesday is Blue Ant Media's first 1 year anniversary. It's the only first year anniversary.
Mhm.
So they will be doing a marathon kind of like a marathon show that they did last year. And we've already got scheduled guests, people such as Steve Schmidt, Malcolm Vance is going to be on the show, Julie Roginski. I think Lev Parnes is going to be joining the show, and just a bunch of like a whole slate of half-hour slots. I will be on at 9 p.m. after everybody's exhausted, drunk, and tired. And so while there's going to be 18,000 people watching Steve Schmidt, there'll be 20 for me. So I'm looking forward to it.
We'll all be there.
We'll be there. There'll be
Hype
23.
it up and everything.
23,
We'll
okay.
be there.
We'll make
So,
sure there's at
thanks,
least
everybody.
3 there for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric. Looking forward to it. Evan, how about you, brother?
What's
Smoke
going on,
'em if you got
everybody?
Smoke
You
'em
guys
if you got
can
'em.
subscribe to News from Underground and support my work. You You can also find my newsletters, the Lincoln Log and Fourth and Democracy, over on Lincoln Square. You can catch the midweek burn every week. Me and Walter were supposed to do it yesterday, but we had to work on some scheduling things, so we're going to probably do that here in the next 1 or 2 weeks. But yeah, just go support my work. I'm just a lowly, poor, disabled veteran trying to
Support
make
Evan.
sense of
His
the
writing's
world.
amazing. Evan's been writing some amazing shit lately, guys. Like, really support Evan a lot. His stuff has been on point.
I love you guys. I love you all so much.
you
Thank
too.
you.
We love you
and support
too.
these guys too.
Oh, mine's gonna do it too. Let's see. Will you do it?
Where's
Will you
the
work?
hearts? It's supposed to
Come
match
on,
if we do it.
stupid Apple. There we go.
Well, I'm on a PC, so I have to.
You
like,
can't
kinda
do cool
hard my way
things
up,
like that, Eric.
Huh?
Nick's the only
You
one.
can't do cool things on PCs, Eric.
No, because I got medical software and they don't like
Yeah.
Macs. So you know,
Boring. Lame.
I know.
Walter,
Awesome. My turn.
friend of
Hey,
elves,
everybody.
ring bearer, barrel rider, he who walks unseen.
True artist.
Being attacked by the eagles.
Eagle.
That's from a story with my those are my funny stories. Yep, join me on I'd Rather Be Writing. I do have one little last piece of good news to share.
Yes,
this
good
was
news.
this was a good thing from yesterday. My daughter got the he's got the helmet. My daughter got a letter in the mail. She's been admitted to the high school college program. So she's a sophomore, and she's for her next 2 years will be taking college classes. The school
That's
pays for
awesome.
it. She says to me, it's like, Daddy, do you feel old? I'm already in college. And I said, darling, all I feel is proud right now. All I feel is proud.
That's great.
I'm excited about that because, it's just like it gets to be so much. It's just like, forget about GPA. I've actually had to tell her, forget about your GPA. Just get as many college credits as you can. GPA doesn't matter because she works herself so hard. So I'm so proud of her. But yeah, jump on everything's free. Paid supporters is wonderful, but just I love the comments. It's such a wonderful community. All the brilliant people I get to talk to who hold me accountable, who give me new views. They educate me every day. I'm educated. Over the last 2 years on Substack, I've my brain is like so full. I need to go take a 4-hour nap every weekend. So I just really appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys. I still have my poem for Frederick Pogue, but I want to read it when he's here so that we can embarrass him because it's perfect. But it requires you guys to chant his name. So we have that to look forward to in 2 weeks if we can get Frederick back. So thank you.
We'll work on getting Fred with us too, because I want to hear that poetry. And this was so much fun. Thanks, Walter, for the idea to do poetry today. And guys, I'm so glad we all did a fun poem. I think we all did a great poem today.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to publish them. And
That
it's going to be
limerick
so
was
cool to
perfect.
have Pete publish them and read them too. Like, that'll be cool. That'll be fun. I can't wait to hear these. So come support me here at Sick of This Shit Publications. Like, come help keep building this so that I can keep doing this and growing it and support my family. But also keep getting cool guests like Pete Dominic on. And get them on random shows like this and building the relationships that we are.
And buy merch.
And buy the merch. Evan's got his nice hoodie on. I've got my coffee mug. Eric's got the Just Suck Less water bottle. It is a 32-ounce stainless steel water bottle with sippy cup lid.
Holy
It is
cow.
it is airplane compliant, so you can go fly with it. And it just not so subtly reminds those in your life who need it to just suck less.
Yeah.
Because that's really what we're asking a lot of men to do is just suck less. Just suck less. It's not that hard. Be better. Suck less. Be amazing. Come join Sick of This Shit Publications. Come check us. Sorry, it seems like it's like flipping live on and off on the Substack side. I don't know what's going on there. I apologize, y'all. But please come join us. Hang out, Sick of This Shit Publications. I'm running a 20% off special right now, which I will include in the show notes for paid subscribers. If you want to become a paid subscriber, those really, really help. But the free also help too. I don't ever put anything behind paywalls. And so, y'all, we're now on week 2 of our weekly Diogenes. No, wait, did we do it last week?
No,
you
week
can't.
1 because I canceled last week because I was mid flying. So we're now on week 1 of our weekly. Oh, and we didn't even talk about the Minneapolis show this weekend.
Damn. Pete sucked all the air out of the show today. That's
Man, yeah, such a drag. And so maybe we'll talk about that next week too, is some of the stuff that happened while in Minneapolis. So reminder, check out the Broadbanner calendar for upcoming shows. We've got all of them listed. Come hang out at Sick of the Shit Publications, and we'll be back next week for another weekly episode of the Diogenes Club here on Sick of the Shit Publications with Nick Paro, not your dad, Dr. Dr. Eric Lullove, medical editor at Blue Amp Media, Walter Rhein, friend of elves, ring bearer, barrel rider, he who walks unseen, and finally, Evan Fields, pure fucking chaos. Hurtling his way.
Oh no!
No!
He's back.
With his
Reborn.
his
Evan's reborn.
identity as
Renewed.
Toad from Super Mario Brothers.
With the toad hat and everything.
I love that. That's beautiful. That is good.
And I will repower Ranger.
And Nick as Lord Helmet's junior sister.
Oh, you can't put these things on with glasses. Did you know that?
Well, you can if you just force it.
You
Yeah.
can if you
So,
try hard.
We didn't
enough.
actually ask Nick this, but if Nick could be a Power Ranger, or at least like mismatched color Power Ranger with the black helmet and the red shirt. So
Ugh, my head. I lost my headphone.
Oh my God, he's just coming to pieces over there. Yeah.
Oh, man. That thing that's perfectly tight as it should, so that it like doesn't jostle around when you're on your motorcycle. Well-fitting helmets, they're worth them. If you ride a motorcycle, don't wear an Evan helmet, wear a Nick helmet.
if
Because
you're
the
in need
Toad
of a
helmet
helmet,
will not protect
come
your
down
head.
to Bob's Helmets. We have spice in stock.
Yeah.
Okay, friends, have a wonderful day. Have a
See you
wonderful
guys.
week. This is Sick of This Shit Publications, the Diogenes Club, where we ask, where are the men? And we found them. 4 of us right here hanging
Toad.
out. See you, Toad.
See you, Toad.
Eric.
Hi, Walter.
See you, Walter. See you, everyone in the audience. And we'll see y'all next week. And as we always say, let's stop being sick of this shit. Let's start doing this shit. We're going to have a great one, y'all. Take care.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.